Um, this is the Wednesday after Christmas. I thought I would be able to get a lot of stuff done last week after the kiddo finished school for the semester and started winter holidays, winter break, because I wouldn't have to stop what I was doing and get him prepared for school and to get him retrieved from school and all that stuff. But apparently on Wednesday, his last day of school, he picked up something that made him very sick on Thursday. So on Thursday I spent a lot of time just sitting with him, keeping him company, not doing doll stuff. Friday we're okay. Saturday, whatever it was he had, I caught, and it made me very sick. And my husband caught it and made him very sick. So we both spent Saturday very sick. Kiddo's fine, he's back to normal. So Christmas Day we were better, but still not great. And we're almost better now, but not completely better. So I don't have a lot of doll stuff to show you because I'm sorry I was sick. We'll show you. I got pushini corn for Christmas. I'm not really a big Christmas person, so having some downtime in Christmas doesn't bother me. I don't feel like my holiday was ruined, and I don't expect to get a lot of gifts, so the pusheen was a surprise, and I like this. Actually, last Christmas, husband got me a regular pusheen, so now I have 2 pusheens. So that was my Christmas. We had gone a quick Walmart run the day before Christmas, but we didn't know we were sick that morning. We just knew we were all in really bad moods. So I did not go and check the dolls. I was hoping to pick up that Curvy fashionista with the bright pink lipstick and the zigzag dress. But we didn't check. I checked there today. Almost all the fashionistas are gone, because apparently it got marked down to $5. So I didn't get that doll. But I did do some work. I said I would get the leggings pattern altered for Curvy, so I kind of did that on the fly, taking the leggings pattern that I've already shared and angling it. And this was my first try, and I made it up for Curvy, and I think it works pretty well. It's kind of high-waisted, but that's, on the other hand, that's where her waist is. I mean, it could be fixed by rolling the top down more, but this was the first pair I made, and it worked well enough, so I scanned this and traced around it, and I put it on Flickr. So there, the Curvy leggings pattern is now shared. Like I said, I've only tested it once on moderately stretchy old, this was a t-shirt. And so there's not a lot of testing to it, so don't jump into it with your favorite cloth. Experiment with it, but it is there on Flickr. I will put a link. So, happy holidays, Curvy leggings. And also the leggings that I had been experimenting with, I told you for the Barbies. Last week I showed a pair that was made not quite stretchy enough to work on a modern Barbie body, but last week I had it on the gymnast Barbie body that had that Betty Teen M&C head. Well, I tried those leggings on a Liv body, and those fit really well. So, as I often say about shoes and things, the advantage to having a lot of different kinds of dolls is if something doesn't fit one, it might fit another one. So even though these leggings failed as something that fits Barbie, it has fit other dolls well. And yes, I did get the Pocahontas head I thrifted onto this tan Liv body, and I'm still working on her hair. To get the braids to look like this, actually cut out this much hair. Just cut it out of the middle, sticks out a little bit. I would like the braids to be thinner. I'm not sure if I'm brave enough to cut out more hair or not, but at this point my only options are to work with the braids or to reroot her because she is missing big chunks of hair. So that's what happened to her. And then the other doll I thrifted last week was that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Yellow Ranger Trini on the knockoff Takaralika body. But the head is big enough to work pretty well on a Liv body. So that's her. I kind of just had fun dressing her in layers and layers and layers. And layers. Homemade stuff, mostly. Anytime I go with brown or earth tones, I feel like things start to get steampunk, so I don't know if she has a sort of a steampunk air in this outfit. Of course she will change clothes, because because that's what you do with dolls. So anyway, there's her. Have I don't know, I don't think I've taken a proper picture of her yet, actually. Being sick kind of messes with, even though I don't do a lot of stuff, it's amazing how much being sick can interfere with that. So I need to get pictures of, oh, and I did take a quick picture of one of those outfits that I made when I thought I was being surprise commissioned to make some doll clothes that had the red, white, and turquoise raglan sleeve sweatshirt top with the red, white, and turquoise zigzag skirt. That actually fits the curvy body too. I took a quick picture of the curvy body on that, then I got sick. So, dolls for pictures. And then, with the news yesterday of yet another celebrity passing, kind of just got to a point where I said, I don't care what I want to sew, I just want to sew something, just do something, get away from the computer. So I dug into the bottom of my bottommost drawer. I have this dresser, it's behind the camera, where I keep cloth for doll clothes. The top two drawers are just regular sort of quilter's cotton. The third drawer, I'm sorry, I have a snag in my fingernail. I know I keep playing with it, sorry. I'm still learning to take care of my fingernails. I have a long way to go. And the third drawer is sort of fancy cloth or heavier cloth, like the denim or some sparkly things. And the bottom drawer is knits. And I have some things in there that have just been in there, kind of shoved to the side for a while. And since I only have one drawer for knits, I have to make an effort every once in a while to go through and actually use stuff. So I decided I would do something quick. And one thing is, I think it was, I'm sorry, I can't remember if it was Flexcentric or if it was John who sent me this sort of pre-pleated fake tie-dye print polyester stuff that I just did a quick zigzag on some elastic at the waist to make a simple sort of broomstick skirt, column skirt for 60 centimeter dolls. And then I did a similar skirt for Barbie sized dolls. This is actually the same cloth as this, just inside out, so it has more of a pastel look to it. And so that was super quick to make. And then I got into this cloth. This is something I got in Joann Fabrics a few years ago just because it is such an odd cloth. It's actually I believe the term is warp knit. So these are the selvages. This is the edge. It's a knit though, but it doesn't stretch edge to edge. It stretches along the length of the cloth. So that's why I made these, so they will stretch properly side to side. I have not tried these on a doll yet. This is again not made with, I have not standardized a leggings pattern. This is my tights pattern with the back seam that I just, instead of making feet, I lined it up with the selvage with this stretchy kind of finished edge. So that's this. And then this dress or shirt or whatever it is, I made so much lint. I made with the cloth the way that you think you should make it, selvage to selvage, folded in half, and the half of the pattern along that. So it stretches up and down, but not really side to side. This is the first thing I have had to take Stella's hands off for. And taking the hands off of a ball jointed doll is always fun because one false move and shoop, there goes all your elastic. Stella is a Hujo Io. They're 60, I think she's more like 62 centimeter doll with a face up by Retrograde Works, Kemper wig. And she's developed, sorry, there's lint. This is really weird cloth. When I bought it, I just thought it was pure nylon because there's definitely nylon to it. It has an oily feel and it's, again, super stretchy, very synthetic knit type. But the more I worked with it, the more my hands started to hurt in a way that says, there's wool involved in this. So, if her sort of mod era brights and gloomy aesthetic that she has, I think this works pretty well with her. Again, I cut this as a shirt, but because it stretches this way, it's long enough to make a mini skirt. And I just added the random cheap lace because I don't like just turning and sewing knit. I know I've mentioned that before because it's too easy for me to just pull it too much and get away with it, and it does weird things. Although I really didn't need to worry about that at the sleeve hems and at the hem of this because, again, this stuff stretches this way, not that way. But that is why I use the lace in the neckline, and it's actually really uneven where I pleated it, but as long as her hair's in the way or a pin or something, that's fine. So Stella got some new clothes. And just for the record, this is a necklace my mother made for 15, 16-inch Jean Tyler size dolls for me a long time ago, but I'm happy that it works for 60-centimeter dolls. And yes, Stella does have a little tiny head for a doll this size, which it works to make her look nicely mature on her own, but get her next to the only other 60-centimeter doll I have now is Miro Doll Wind, who, well, let's just say her wig size is MSD sized, not SD sized. So, but on her own, Stella looks just fine and mature, and she's actually 8 heads tall though, so either you could say her head is small or her legs are long. And I'm babbling. And the only other doll thing I have to talk about is I stopped at the post office today and picked up a package sent to me kindly by Cheshire Tiffy of these bits of cloth left over from the Tiger Toys Wild Style Kulissa doll that she got. It's from the late 80s, I think it's the late 80s, not into the 90s yet. The late 80s, very late 80s, 50s, mid-century modern style retro print, but definitely 80s, trying to be the 50s, but only being the 80s. And I think I'm rambling again. And she very kindly sent me these leftovers from things she had done using the rest of the cloth to make clothes for her dolls. And it is a very light, doll-appropriate weight knit, and it's a very nice knit. It's nicer. I thought it would be a tricot or something really, really very shiny synthetic. It's still, I'm pretty sure it's polyester, but it's one of the nice, fluffy polyesters that could pass for cotton at first glance. So there's definitely plenty here to make something for Barbie size, and large chunks of something else for Barbie size, with the very late 80s, early 90s teal color for accents. If you're old enough, you remember when cars were this color. Well, if you're as old as I am. I've run out of things to say. I'll stop babbling. And I do apologize again for not having another doll inventory video up. I hate that being sick has kept me from doing the few things that I do. I hope to get another doll inventory video narrated. I've been working on editing them, even if I can't narrate them. But the kiddo has been better at watching quiet things or playing things quietly, so I don't think I'll have as much problem with noises getting in here, so I should be able to do those. Hopefully I will, and hopefully I can entertain you with more videos. Thanks.